Machiavelli Mills TV, take two. So in other news, man, I gotta give all respect to Lavar Ball, man. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Liangelo Ball just released a song called Tweaker. The song is at 3.7 million views in 3 days, right? It's going up. It's going crazy. Some people say it sound outdated, but it's a bop. Regardless, I hear some people saying it sound like it should be on the load up screen for NBA Live 2005 or 2004, but it's still a bop regardless, right? I know girls been talking about this song on Facebook and they like, yo, I can't stop playing it because it's catchy as hell, right? But anyway, LaMelo Ball, the youngest Ball brother, he posted up a video of their father, Lavar Ball, listening to Liangelo's song for the first time, right? And Lavar is seen smiling ear to ear. I'm talking about grinning like the Joker. And then Lavar say, that boy's special. He gonna be the world's greatest rapper. Then I say, yo, you have got to love Lavar Ball. Lavar, man, say what you want about him. He loves his boys. He believes in his boys. And he speaks positive words of affirmations into them. Like, for real. And he got two sons to be in the NBA. Liangelo had a two-way contract for a little minute, a few times or whatever. He never made the real main roster for real. But he got close. And to have three sons really be on the brink of, Liangelo was still a professional player at that point. Yeah, he wasn't a mainstay in the NBA, but, he was a professional player. To have three kids become professional basketball players, right? And for you to really, honestly, Lonzo was an outstanding basketball player. But I feel like LaVar's campaign for him really even increased his stock in many ways. And I gotta give it to him, man. He's an active father. He's not a father that just come home and lock the door on his kids and say, hey y'all, bye y'all, your mama take care of everything. LaVar seemed like he was hands-on with everything every step of the way, from them being small before they could walk all the way until they was going into adulthood, for real. When you see him on the court working out with his sons, training his sons on how to play basketball and working them out, making sure they're in shape, all of that, you know what I mean? Man, as a father of two children, it's admirable. You feel me? Speaking yo, my son gonna be the best you ever seen. My son is a great defender. He's a great passer. My son gonna be some of the craziest stuff you ever seen in your life. And he talked about my young boy, LaMelo, oh, he gonna be something else. And LaMelo turned out to be the best one out of all of them, the baby boy, right? But Lonzo, man, before injury, man, Lonzo was nice. And when he first came to the Bulls, he was everything for us. Really, the reason why DeMar DeRozan and that DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine combination really didn't work as well as we thought it would is because of Lonzo Ball's injury. Had Lonzo Ball not get injured, the Bulls, I feel like, would have made a nice little run in the playoffs. I'm not saying we would have won a championship, but the way, they would have made some nice little runs in the playoffs, man. They've been a formidable team, for real. With Lonzo's defensive prowess, his high IQ, his ability to get his teammates high percentage shots. He had improved his three-point shot, improved his free throw shooting. He had gotten aggressive at times. His length, how long his arms are. He can rim protect, block shots, all of that. So yeah, but anyway, man, LaVar, the way LaVar speak life into them, my man say he gonna be the world's greatest rapper. Now it's all type of lyricists, Jay-Z and them, all them out there. LaVar say my son gonna be the one out here. And he supports them in everything. Whatever they doing, he stand 10 toes with them. And I feel that because I'm riding with my children. You know what I mean? Regardless. I got a little boy and a little girl. I'm riding with my son. I'm riding with my daughter. I don't care whatever the cost is, whatever the stakes is. I'm riding with them. I don't care if people don't like it. I don't care if people disagree. I'm standing with my child. I'm standing with my children. And I respect that, man. It's the love that he give them boys, it's abundant. And you can see it. You know what I mean? He love them boys, man. Yeah, LaVar talking, prop people up, prop his sons up, and people didn't like it. But he riding with his son, and as all fathers would. And so I'm ride with your baby boy. You feel me? When he first came into the league with Lonzo, he was like, yo, my son better than Steph Curry, all of that. And people was pissed off, but from a father's perspective, I feel like I gotta speak positively like this in the public about my son. So my son knows I believe in him, and my son knows that I believe he can reach pinnacles that some may feel like it's unattainable. And so that the world knows that, hey, look, my son is really that, and he's gonna show y'all. And I'm not saying he would have been better than Steph Curry, but had he not got injured, Lonzo, I think, would have been a very one of the top free agents, upcoming top free agent for real. People would have been lining up to throw bags at him because I feel like he's that valuable to a basketball team when healthy. But yeah, like he was saying, yo, my son is better than this, my son is better than that. The Lakers better draft my boy because my boy makes all the difference on a basketball team, not just scoring, defensively, passing. And he was always saying that, and people gave him flack for it. But man, Lonzo got an $80-something million contract though from the Bulls. He became a multi-millionaire behind his skill set and his father's positive affirmations. Same thing with LaMelo. LaMelo gonna be caked up more than everybody. And his father was working with him. His father sent him overseas to play ball. People like, yo, that ain't the right decision to do. He needs to go to college. Why are you sending him overseas? LaMelo went overseas and learned how to be a pro, learned how to play professional basketball, learned how to play in a league with grown men. And he was outside of his comfort zone in the United States of America to where he had to grow up in a sense. Now, I do feel like LaMelo got to grow up as far as like speaking in public and saying the appropriate things as far as when you're talking to media. But he learned how to be a professional as far as like playing basketball. And LaVar made that decision to send his boy overseas and, try to become the best, become as pro ready as possible. And LaMelo was an absolute lottery pick. You know what I mean? And it was crazy because his draft stock was shooting up while he was overseas. And people were like, yo, LaMelo, nice. He worked out here and there. And that was LaVar. LaVar always out there on the court with his kids all the time, coaching them every step of the way, trying to make sure he got them in the best position to get to the promised land that was the NBA ultimately, right? Now, Liangelo didn't get there, but you think, look, LaVar going to be talking like Liangelo is Jay-Z on steroids. LaVar going to be talking like Liangelo is Nas, Jadakiss, Jay-Z, Biggie, Pac wrapped in one. He don't give a damn. And again, it's admirable, man. Because I would ride with my kids the same way. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care if people think I'm crazy. I don't think if people think I'm delusional. Whatever. I'm riding with my child, and I respect it. I truly, truly do. And then even his dedication to his wife, man. I remember his wife got sick. And I think she had a stroke or something like that. And LaVar was the one that was helping her doing physical therapy and helping her in the water, helping her walk again and all of that. You know what I mean? Like, he's a hands-on husband and a hands-on active father. And that's something that should be saluted. Because people always say if fathers are in the homes with children, things are different. But, fathers need to be active, not just in the home. It's a lot of fathers who are in home with their woman, and the woman still feels like a single parent because the father he go to work, he come home, close the door, watch sports, go to sleep. He probably kiss the kids when he come in, and he be in his own world, and the children barely know their father. That wasn't the instance with Lavar Ball and the Ball children, not at all. And then, you could say the shoes wasn't quality and all of that, but he tried to set up something for them to have generational wealth with them shoes and how expensive they were, but people were buying them. Now the quality may not have been the best, unfortunately, but he tried to create something for them to have some generational wealth along with them being NBA pros. So, hey, I respect it all the way through and through. And yeah, man, again, ride with your children. Same way, I guess people was upset with LeBron riding with Bronny. Ride with your son. Ride with your son. I'm riding with my son. I'm riding with my daughter. And whatever they want to do, whatever they want to achieve, I'm riding out with them. I don't care what nobody else talking about, what nobody got to say. And LaVar don't give a damn either. And the way he was smiling and lighting up when he heard the song, he like, that boy's special. He gonna be the world's greatest rapper. Y'all know how LeVar talk. LeVar talk with a certain little cadence. He's special. He gonna get it done. He gonna be the world greatest thing you ever seen, Stephen A. You know, like, yo, LeVar is a ball of charisma. a ball of charisma. Yeah, I guess no pun intended, but yeah, and again, the way he speaks life into his kids, positive affirmations, he supports them, is something that I think a lot of fathers should aim to be.